Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome to this Pillars of Eternity playthrough with Ultimate Archery. We're gonna play through on Path of the Damned. Um, gonna play with just a full party of archers, so be a pretty interesting run. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it is pretty successful. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna play as a ranger or a rogue. Don't know what would be more fun, but anyway, um. this will be the first video on the channel. I'm gonna do a Pillars playthrough. I'll probably play through the second one next. And probably some more fun RPGs where we can play through as in the future. I may do some.
5 wagons grope
Well,
blindly
let's
to the
listen.
path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
All right, sounds like we are trapped and sick. What a way to start. Anyway, like I was saying, definitely gonna be doing some full playthroughs of different games. And in the future, I may, do some IRL archery stuff. So, yeah, let's get it going. I'm gonna play a male character, although I don't know what race. Humans usually pretty decent in most games, well balanced, things like that. I've played through Pillars, the first game at least once, a couple of years ago on console, on probably normal difficulty. I played a little bit on PC. I've never beat the game on PC, so we'll see. Only playing I did on PC was a solo run. I think I got a little ways through the second DLC, so I have made it pretty far. But like I said, it's been a couple years since I've played, and I'm not familiar with a ton of the party members or anything like that in this game. So it'll be interesting to play with a party of archers. I think I'll probably go Wood Elf for the distant advantage. Accuracy, deflection, and reflex is pretty solid. You can't really beat that as far as playing an archer, so we will do that. Although I don't know if I want to play as a ranger with an animal companion or a rogue with sneak attacks. Oh, I think I'll go with the rogue. I'm not a huge fan of the pets in this game. They're not bad. I mean, they're definitely pretty good. It'd be nice just before I get some party members to have a front line, but I can sneak around and avoid unnecessary combat for a little bit, at least till I get a figurine or whatever, some summons going, more arrows flying, things like that. So I think we will go with a rogue. Rogues are vicious killers, feared for the brutality of their attacks. They can be found as often in dark black alleys as the heart of, of battlefield skirmishes. Though unpredictable and undisciplined, rogues are commonly used as shock troops or as part of a surprise assault. Their withering attacks breaking enemy ranks and morale. Rogues tend to congregate in large numbers in cities where they can be steadily employed as mercenaries or hired muscle. They start with sneak attack, which gives you bonus damage to ranged and melee attacks when the target has any of the following afflictions: blinded, flanked, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, stuck, stunned, or weakened. It also applies to any target the rogue strikes within the first 2 seconds of combat. So that's pretty solid. Extra damage is always nice. Um, I think I'll go with blinding strike, just so less chance to hit the rogue here. I'm gonna dump Constitution. Might be a terrible idea, but we're gonna go for super glass cannon build. Um, we want high accuracy. We want high action speed from dexterity. We want damage from might. Constitution, well, hopefully we don't get hit. Um, I believe those two just the way they are. And yeah, looks decent. All right. I'm probably going to take the extra point in dexterity from Deadfire Archipelago. Don't know if any of these give. No. I mean, extra might could be nice for more damage. I think we'll do dexterity. Let's get it to 20. There's a whole bunch of words that I probably going to pronounce horribly. But yeah, we'll just run with it. So, consisting of the nation of Nasitak, dozens of Amwa settlements, and hundreds of lawless, pirate-infested islands that stretch along the southern sea, Deadfire is home to boreal dwarves, Amwa, and a mixed variety of other races. Deadfire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone headed east. A multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest the ocean beyond, making the travel virtually impossible. And we'll probably grab something here that gives me survival. I think slave is pretty good. Although we might want some extra stealth if we're going to try to sneak through a little bit of the beginning of the game. Athletics and survival. Stealth and athletics. We'll go with slave for now. You have never known freedom. Shackles and chains have bound your existence, and someone has told you what to do your entire life. There's some serious eyebrows. Wow. On all these guys. Try to match our portrait here. Maybe just that one. That'll work. Let's go black. Black.
Well,
Robes are dark, right?
now I am the leader of the group.
Extra sneaky. Extra scary. What shall his name be? I don't know. That's a tough one. What do you name an archer character in games? I don't know. That's tough. I think I may just go with the channel name. Ultimate Archery plays Pillars of Eternity as a rogue. He shall remain nameless. Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
All right. At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a
Rumbling
stinging
rot.
beetle round here carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
So I got diarrhea from a bug. Great.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Okay.
I know you
Great.
want to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Sparkle nods and slides a worn bow over his shoulder. Is it dangerous
Hurry
out
about
here?
your business.
Okay.
Not if the weather holds up.
All right. What
This
kind
time
of weather?
year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Biawac, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
Yeah, that sounds pretty scary. What about the
Nothing you won't
ruins?
see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Yeah, I prefer to be on the other end of the arrow sticking
Of
myself.
course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Huh. Who did build the
Got
ruins?
different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Well, all right then. I guess I'll
Hold
go find
on.
the berries.
Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Gee, thanks. I can tell how important I am. He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at a length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without a blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
Yeah, hopefully I don't drop dead
promises.
from diarrhea.
What kind of guide says something like that?
I mean, what kind of guide says, hopefully he doesn't drop dead. We've got a schedule to keep.
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Yeah, sure
Off
you
with
do.
you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Biawac, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Hut dwellers be
You heard the
damned.
man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Yeah, I'd rather not keel over. We'll put our obsidian backer's cape on and equipped our worm pet.
As you wish.
Good old backer rewards,
There's
right?
a pick, there's a way. It's finished.
I didn't actually back this game. That is a small, simple mod that I have installed, so. Although, I probably would have
Anyone needs-
backed this game if I had the chance, because it's a pretty good one.
Supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
See if there's anything else
You won't see
around
me
before I...
coming.
get any supplies. Let's at least sell the ring and
Off
buy
a
a
hook.
bow. Say, is there anything you need? I got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look. I have a real issue with skipping dialogue. I'm gonna have to, yeah, get past that probably for this Let's Play. Let's see what you got. I shall sell you a ring and a pig because I have a little dragon. Warbow or hunting bow. Fast speed, average speed. I think I'm just gonna go with the hunting bow. Thank you, sir. Suppose I can sell you my weapons after I unequip them. Put my hunting bow on.
Something else you need?
Have some weapons. Let's go exploring for berries. And mushrooms. And whatever else we find while we're out here. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty bad sign. There's just some dead people out here. And just a group of dead guys.
This is recent. Not good. Stay quiet.
There's something
There's
ahead.
some decent loot here in this little tent. Hiding out. I should probably have Kalisha lead the way. I will stay a little further back. Kind of thought there was some berries or something over here. Maybe it's up here. Hey, more mushrooms. The burned lady.
Let's check
Let's kill those wolves, you mean?
by those outcroppings.
For wolves? They didn't want me to have the berries that fixed my issues. So what's a slave doing in the free Palatinate of Direwood? Guess those marks on your back didn't come from loving caresses. Yeah, that's none of your business. Suit yourself. Can't very well force you to have a personality, can I? Huh. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radrick's offer. Makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? It's a hard offer to pass up. You won't find many offers like it in these parts, believe me. Got some big plan in store? Yeah, getting filthy rich. Ah, a man after my own heart. May your luck be better than mine. Anyway, I'm wasting my time here. Odemo, give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and go back. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparkle's getting you water anytime soon. But he does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water.
Well,
Whatever you say, Kalisha. You're the boss.
Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skin.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you all right?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. There was the arrow, in case you were wondering. Ambush. She kind of cut out there a little bit, didn't she? Wonder what that's all about.
Hmm?
No! No!
They do quite a bit of damage when your stats are max for it. That's nice.
Have to get back to camp.
What is it?
All right.
Hmm?
I missed. Jeez, my accuracy's horrible.
No prison!
Guess she has another knockdown, doesn't she?
Yes. As you wish.
Thank you for all the things. I really should
What
have come
is
back
it?
and sold the Disappointer before, well, before the party or the camp was slaughtered. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Heoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life, for a fight you will lose. I can't believe you've done this. You have trespassed in places of which no mortal man is worthy. You are trespassers and plunderers all, and we will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Your courage is a mask. None of you has yet slain a true warrior. The man's brow creases, questioning. We have killed many trespassers like you. Your kills are sloppy. The wounds on these people are inefficient and off target. This is the work of untested men accustomed to carelessness. The man bares his teeth. He looks at Hayden, helpless, his eyes shut tightly for a killing blow. The man spits. We'll see whose courage is a mask. He shoves Hayden towards you, and as he does so, the man rakes his blade against Hayden's torso. Hayden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Well, since you didn't get pushed that far away, go ahead and blinding strike that guy. And, yeah. See what we can do here. What is with the accuracy? Man, too bad he does not have second wind. He could use it. Squishy, squishy rogue.
What is it?
I'm probably just as squishy as he is. Sad day. Wow. Ultimate Archery sucks. You miss like every single shot.
What is it?
Right. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs in the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon, amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel, Otima's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
You don't have to tell me twice. I'm out of here. That's scary. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with each step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance of hitting their mark. Yeah, I'll shoot at him. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Trapped yet again. What's that?
A Biawac. Had to be.
Key to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
Stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Why is Kalisha's dialogue messed up? Hayden's jaw tightens. He nods.
What is it?
That should be far enough. But what now?
Man, Hayden's useless.
The way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Who attacked us? Glanfathans. They'd be the hut dwellers Odima warned you about. Looked to be the Fang of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odima. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. Let's get going. Hayden takes a step forward and his knee buckles. Before anyone can catch him, he stumbles onto the ground, his cheeks striking the time-worn cobbles. On unsteady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor walking on land after a
Lord,
time at sea.
it seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
Say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathans were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
You didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
Kalish is right. We have to press on. We don't know what we're up against.
I'll do my best.
Well, I guess that's all
Yes.
you can do, huh, buddy? We'll go check it out over here anyway.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
We'll go ahead and rest for Hayden. Hayden stretches as he wakes, gingerly probing the gash across his stomach. The flesh begins to knit
By
together.
the gods, that's better. I think I'm ready to find a way out.
He sits up quickly and looks around the chamber. She really did leave us. She won't get far unless... He crawls to his knees and begins rummaging through the equipment without mounting desperation. We've lost an item. The water skin.
She took all our water.
If we hurry, maybe we can catch her. Let's grab the other camping supplies. And run after Kalisha, I guess. Can't believe she left. And died.
Look at the tiles. Poor Kalisha. Those symbols.
She had all my loot, too. Jeez Louise. Alright, well, that might make this first part a little bit harder. That's the first time I've ever actually seen that
As you
happen. I don't think I've rested here before. So that's, unfortunate. But we will press on. This small folio is torn in several places and blood has soaked into several layers of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Ingwithan artifact. The fellow who had it said it was pretty nothing. As far as he's concerned, he's not willing to go digging around in some ruins, but if he's right about the gem leading to the hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Cilliant the List in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. I just so happen to know right where that is.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Well, this mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows a procession of Ingwithans from all the Kith races, Amwa, Elf, Orland, Dwarf, and Human. They walk among pillars similar to the ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame. Wow.
Prisoner!
That's a lot of damage he took.
What is it? Yes. What is it?
I'm really surprised he didn't collapse there, to be completely honest.
What's that muck on the wall?
A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the uses suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. I didn't get my water back, or is it in my pack? Or did she run off and drink it? Well, that's just unfortunate. Even more.
Yes.
Alright, I guess, wow. This run just getting harder and harder from the start. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zwara. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Yeah, I'm gonna tear you to pieces, lizard. It lunges, raising the spear. It didn't like that, I take it.
Yes.
You did.
Well,
They'll never know
Guess we're
I'm
both
here.
rogues,
No
so maybe we
prisoner.
can sneak attack everything
I.
from stealth.
Yes.
Man, Hayden attacks are really fast.
Yes.
Take a look at the wall. Think we could get through?
Possibly. Crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Let's use the hammer and chisel. You set to work. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you'd expected. Sweat beads your forehead, and your muscles begin to ache. After several long moments, you begin to see light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough for you to pass through. Just wide enough, huh? That's a pretty massive gap.
How can I help?
What is it?
How can I help?
Let's see if we can...
I could scout ahead. See what's around the
Who are
corner.
these guys back here?
Yes.
See how long Hayden lasts. Hopefully I don't have to kite these guys.
Well.
No, they're easy enough. We both do pretty good amount of damage, so... Looks like we are just fine. Let me
As you
grab that
wish.
ear from you there, buddy. Might have to rest again before we get out of here. Hayden's not looking too good.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall.
So much for you.
Wow. Some solid damage. When we hit,
What is it? Yes. Yes.
that's not looking too good, is it?
Yes. Yes. Bring them down. Bring them
Surely
down.
I can fight one spider without dying. I hope. I'm pretty squishy. Oh boy. Thank goodness. That would have been awkward. Collecting
Well.
body parts. An ear, a leg. This guy's helmet. Don't think there's anything else in here. Maybe.
Won't see me
Oh,
coming.
that wasn't even hidden and I didn't grab it. That's bad. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Well, that's some scary music. Ominous. That doesn't look fun. Seems painful. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Adria and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of the great pillar of Adria pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusions of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours. They seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or. At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and a ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. What's the question? A loot symbol above Hayden. That's not a good sign, is it? You awaken to find your mouth is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machines stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. You find Hayden a short distance away in a shallow lake of his own blood. His body does not stir. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope for receiving treatment before things get worse. Hey, but at least I leveled up, right? Thanks for all your stuffs, Hayden. Alright, let's get another point in mechanics. We'll get some more survival. Stealth allows a character of any class to attempt to avoid being seen or heard. It is used automatically whenever the character is in scouting mode. The higher the character's skill, the closer they can get to enemies before being detected. Yeah, I'll take an extra point in that. Actually, I may go ahead and take 2 extra points on that. Be very, very sneaky. There we go. What do we want to take here? I have absolutely no idea. Backstab, can it be used? Ranged? It can. Dramatically increases damage done from stealth or invisibility. The rogue may use melee or ranged weapons, but must be within 2 meters of the target. I don't think I want that. I'd rather get something passive, so... Honestly, Outlander's Frenzy is usually pretty solid. Attack speed might... It's not a passive, but... And Constitution lowers deflection. Might, Constitution, attack speed. That makes me even more of a glass cannon, doesn't it? Some skeletons. Runner's wounding shot. That might be good. Rangers learn where to strike an enemy to inflict debilitating wounds. This technique can be inherited by other characters as a weaker form of wounding shot. So, puts hobbled. Veteran's recovery is... I might just go ahead and take my weapon focus, honestly. Marksman's pretty solid. Fast runner is pretty good. Let me run away from stuff and stealth a little more. I'm probably gonna go ahead and take a weapon focus for a hunting bow or war bow. I think I'm gonna stick with hunting bow. Trains the character in the use of hatchet, spear, quarterstaff, hunting bow, and unarmed gaining accuracy with all types of weapons. Accuracy is good. I prefer not to miss shots when I can. Alright, so we can run back in here. Little tip here, just get a few points of mechanics, run back in after your party's dead. And disarm all of these. And you get more experience. Kalisha took 3 tiles from us when she stole all of our stuff and died. And some loot we could have gotten. But, well, stuff happens, right?
It's finished. It's finished. It's finished.
Alright, more XP. Yay. And we'll gather up some more stuff while we're going through. That looks extremely painful. Wouldn't want to be that guy. All the people look like they are petrified here. I don't know. Just got their flesh. It's pretty gross. This person is like bound to a pyre. That wouldn't be very much fun. Wouldn't want to trade them places. Off to the Valewood, and then to Gilded Vale. I think
Find us dead on our feet.
I'm gonna go ahead and save game and call it for this part of the playthrough. Seems like a pretty good stopping point, so we'll go ahead and cut it off here. Tune in for the next episode where we run through the Valewood and make it to Gilded Vale. Just keep progressing. Hopefully we get some allies soon. Get our little squad of archers moving. So, alright. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.